Okay, good morning students. Today we'll see the last topic of module 5 and just we'll see what are the uses of different keys. I know you all know well of these uses, what are the three kinds of keys and what are its uses. Okay, just we'll glance what it is. That is three kinds of keys. One is logical key, primary key and foreign key. So basically why these keys are used, why it is necessary. So to build a data model by putting the data into multiple linked tables and linking one row from one table to the another table, you need some link. Okay, so that is called as key. So using this key, so to link some of the rows in one table to the another table data, you are going to use this key. So first is the logical key. A logical key is a key that the real world can use. That means you can see logical means only simple rows of a table. It defines some relationship between the primary key and the foreign key. Okay, it will have some constraint added to some logical key. Okay, so that means one constraint means like it should not be repeated or it should not be used. It should be very unique. Okay, it should be rarely used. So like that, any one constraint means any one condition will be applied on this logical key. Okay, next we'll see this primary key. What is this primary key? Always remember, this primary key is nothing but a number. Okay, it will be assigned automatically by the database. Once again remember, primary key is always will be like a number and it will be assigned automatically by the database. And it has like when you want to look up to any one of the row in a table, you use any searching for this primary key. Okay, so this you no need to search for each and every row in the table, but if you use this primary key, it is the fastest way to find any one of the row. Okay, since primary keys are integer numbers, they take up very little storage and can compared or sorted very quickly. Okay, next is a foreign key. What is a foreign key? A foreign key is usually a number. Okay, likewise primary key, even a foreign key is a number that points to some primary key of an associated row in a different table. Okay, see here, for example, this is one normal table, these rows, you can call this as logical key. Okay, so this why you can tell this as some logical key. This table consists of logical keys. See here, this roll number and name, it is showing this 8 SEM address, but this RAM, this name or this particular roll number can have till some more data. Likewise, like Ram's house address and semester wise marks, his assignment marks, his question. So likewise, the whole data it will be having some other detailed information. But how it will be seen? It will be seen as some normal rows and normal rows and columns of a particular table. Okay, but when you go in detail to this table, okay, so how this RAM, if you type RAM, suppose if you type only RAM, you need some details. So how it will be linked? It will be linked by using a primary key and a foreign key. Okay, see here, this is like this table is linked with primary key and foreign key. It is an integer table. Okay, so likewise I told you it should have some constraint. So here it is having some constraint that the roll number should not be repeated at any cost. Okay, names can be repeated but roll numbers cannot be repeated. Okay, so likewise, so RAM is Ram's M1, M2, M3. So that is marks 1, marks 2, marks 3. Next Sham, marks 1, marks 2, marks 3. Like that, they're in details of their marks. Okay, so likewise, these three keys have been used to link from some of the rows to the another rows of the table by using these three keys. One is the logical key, primary key and the foreign key. So next is data modeling. What do you mean by a data modeling? Model. Data model. Modeling means is nothing but you are designing something. Okay, so RDBMS, you all know RDBMS can be used for linking multiple tables. Okay, so how to break up the application? Suppose when you are using the multiple tables or multiple tasks at the same time, you need some breakup, means some points where it has to be particularly used, correct? So showing that, establishing that relationships, okay, like where the particular task or the particular data has to be stopped, has to be put it into an end. So deciding that makes your data modeling. So that particular designing thing is called as data modeling. And designing the document that shows the tables and their relationships is called a data model. You can ask me what is a data model. Data model is nothing but designing the document that shows the tables and also their relationships is called a data model. What is data? Next is data base normalization. What is database normalization? Okay, modeling the data is based on the concept. Modeling the data is based on the concept of some normalization, means on some set of rules. Database normalization means some constraints or some set of rules. Okay, that is called as database normalization. Okay, next, if we need the data more than once, what we need to do, we need to create a numeric key. Obviously I told you in the above example, that is the primary keys. So once you have to use the same table more than once, means you can make use of the primary key. So no need to copy each and every table each and every time. So once if you use a primary key, you can create a link from one table to the another table, such that the space will be the space required to store these tables, the space required to draw this table will be lessened. Okay, the next is we'll consider one table. Okay, see here, create table student, and here roll number integer, primary key, text. So what are the data you are going to create? That is primary key, name. So name of the person, roll number of a student, name of a student, age of a student, semester of a integer, semester of that particular student, and address of that particular student. So why this only roll number has been mentioned here as primary key, not here? So here that means primary key, you are making roll number as a primary key with a constraint that the roll number should not be repeated. Might be a same persons can, two or more persons can be having same name, but the roll number should not be same. So only here you are mentioning it as it is a primary key. So that is one constraint you are going to use. And next is roll number is a primary key. That's what I told you, it should be unique, but it should not be repeated. Next you are going to create another table called as table marks. So again if you write one USN number, okay, it's enough, so that if you type any of the USN number, it will automatically link to that particular student and its details. Next is semester 1, marks 1, marks 2, marks 3. And again here you are going to mention 2. Unique means here you are going to mention some constraint for 2 columns, that is roll number and semester, that it should be very unique. Means the roll number also should not be repeated and the semester also should not be repeated. Like this semester should not be repeated. Like one person, it should suppose if you take one student details, marks means only like second semester, third semester, fourth semester, it should be like that. Not this, not repeating the marks for second semester twice or third semester twice. So only here you are going to mention it as unique. Okay. Next we will see what is the use of the join to retrieve. Why you are going to use join to retrieve the data. Okay, so when you follow the rules of some database normalization and you have to separate some data into multiple tables and link together these using primary and foreign keys, how you are going to use? You are going to here first you are going to use the normalization. Data normalization means all based on some specified rules you are going to separate the data into the multiple tables and again link that data using primary and foreign keys and create some another table and build some another table. So for that to so you are going to select that resemblance means which database you are going to, which table you are going to normalize means separate the data in that particular table. Okay, and SQL uses this join clause to reconnect this table. So once already the table you have created and again you have segregated these tables or bifurcated these tables and again you want to join some of the data with that bifurcated table into the another table. So you are going to use the clause as join, which reconnects the rows between the tables. Remember, this join clause is used to reconnect the rows between the tables. Okay, so which tables you have cut, so that tables view of the rows you want to join. So for that you are going to use this join clause. Okay, so anyhow consider this small program example. Okay, import SQLite 3. So you are going to connect the student database. Okay, so next you are going to execute, and that means you are going to create this table of the student as usual. Roll number, as a primary key, name, age, semester, address, these are the columns you are going to include with the student, and again this table you are going to execute it. Okay, so after that you are going to execute this table means you are going to allot some in data to that particular rows by name as Ram, Sham, Vanita, Kirti, etc. Okay, so this table you are going to create, and again you are going to insert some marks table, and again you are going to insert some marks table in this. Okay, so you are going to include this marks of a particular student. Okay, next you are going to connect to the commit, means you are going to link one table to the another table. Okay, next you will put on a query. Select table student roll number, table student name, table student marks, semester, marks 1, marks 2, marks 3 from table student, and again you are going to join the table marks on. So that means, so here you are joining, see here join, you are going to join this table marks, table 1 marks on, and again to the student B table 1, to the one table student semester and roll number, where the table student semester is equal to 6. So here that means here you are going to join this data and the above data using the join clause. Okay, and again you are going to execute one query from the row, from one particular row, and you are going to print that particular row. So after executing this, what will be your result? 1 Ram 634. So Ram's information and Kirti's information you are going to execute. Understood? So this makes the end of this. So this makes the end of this module 5. Okay.